And welcome to the Red Leaf Retrocast, anime episode 57. We're reviewing Angel Cop today. I am your host, JD, joined by, celebrating his birthday recently, Hickey.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi. I also got hired. Yay. I have a job now. Yay.
So, celebrating that cocaine legality in Brazil?
That's not legal here. It's the wrong country.
Oh, come on. It sorta is.
I mean, you can get it, just not legal. I'm celebrating Independence Day today. So, yeah.
A what day?
Independence.
Independence Day.
Oh, Independence. I was
Black
like,
Woman
I'm not
Day.
understanding that word. Independent Black Woman Day? That's very specific.
Today is the day where Brazil became an empire.
An empire.
That is actually true. We became independent and didn't become a republic. We were actually an empire. Yeah.
Ah, is this why the Amazon rainforest is burning? People are just celebrating too hard?
No, I don't think so. That is natural. That happens every year. And we also celebrate
It's natural in Brazil to burn your forest?
I mean, isn't that normal on every single place in the world?
No, Canada, they don't burn it on purpose.
On purpose. Except for when they do.
Yeah.
Then again, Canada's the sort of country that just fucking ships out their goddamn trash to some fucking African country, and then when they reply back like, we don't want this, and they're like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. That's not ours. Well, it says
that's not ours.
Giant
Send it to Greenland.
Giant container that says Canada on it. Nah, not ours, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fake news. America framing us.
I mean, I guess they would, but at the same time,
of course they would. I've seen anime. America is bad.
Oh yeah.
No, America. Japan is just the world power.
Yeah.
World economic power.
Goddamn Americans trying to
I've
make
seen the
islands
future.
become fucking aircraft carriers. Oh god.
This is all gonna make sense later. Don't worry about it.
It will all make sense later. Tori, you're here. That is your voice.
I am indeed here. Shockingly, I am here, like always. I'm the guy who's here more than anyone else.
You were the guy who's here.
I am always available. Always ready to record. Always disappointed when these two fuckers go like, sorry, can't make it. Sorry, hogging the toilet. Sorry, dying.
They are all important, alright?
I'll give you that last one. It might be a little bit important if you say you're dying, but still.
Not using
can't
the
you go to the
toilet?
hospital?
That is extremely important.
If you're bleeding to death, can you go to the hospital after we're done recording?
How bad is the wound? Can you duct tape it?
That's just a flesh wound. Don't worry about it.
Fun episode as usual. We got Tori's plan to watch Cleaning.
Indeed.
JD's and Hickey's Manga Manhwa checkout. That's us, Hickey. We're doing that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Don't worry about it.
Fun episode. Fun manga we're going over today.
Is it
and naturally, Angel Cop. Yeah, it was fun. Of course it was fun. Retro manga? Come on.
I mean, the author hasn't really done anything noteworthy, so.
Nah, no. Never. Not one thing. He's that Dragon Quest
illustrator?
Character designer. Yeah, illustrator. He's the Dragon Quest illustrator. That's the biggest thing he's done. Dragon Quest is very popular in Japan.
Yeah, you might say so.
Yeah. How's everyone's anime watching been going besides the podcast stuff?
Amazing. I'm so far ahead on my quest.
I finally caught up with the season, but it's already ending. So fuck me, I guess.
Okay, you're one step ahead of me. I'm still not caught up.
Oh, it took me. I'm already again delayed because I haven't watched anime yesterday since I was drunk. I watched Ano Shobotai because
I haven't watched anime since yesterday because of drunk. Okay.
Yeah, I was drunk and then
you make it seem like more than 24 hours had passed.
I entered this Discord chat, a Brazilian Discord chat to talk about Idolmaster. And I was drunk, and they know I'm a lawyer, so they start asking me lawyer stuff. So yeah, so I spent 4 hours yesterday just talking about law and society and politics.
While drunk.
I wasn't very drunk,
While
but I was definitely drunk. I saw Brazil match yesterday. I tied with Colombia. Bad game, but yeah. So yeah, I just watched the
Didn't
and
Norway win a
because I
game
was,
yesterday or
kind of
something?
curious to see what would happen after the last episode.
Tori, didn't Norway win a game yesterday or something?
They sure did win a game yesterday.
They beat?
They beat Malta.
Oh.
Playing Malta was... we're currently qualifying for the
Less
Euros.
impressive than what I had in my head.
Well, we're qualifying for the Euros. We are in third, 2 points behind Sweden, and I think it's tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or the day after?
Well, you gotta beat Sweden.
We're playing Sweden. Well, last time we played them, we drew 3-3, so...
You gotta beat them. They're clearly the least important Scandinavian country.
That may be true, but sadly, their football team is better than us. At least
No,
for right now.
come on, Ibrahimovic doesn't even play for that team anymore.
I know, that's why it's closer now than it's ever been. But we're still gonna have to find a way to beat them. So hopefully we will. If we beat them, we go up in second, and then we just need to beat. Let's see, who else do we need to beat? Or at least we need to not give up too many points because we need to play against Spain and San Marino and whatnot. And yeah.
Well, San Marino is like a
tough.
20-0 guaranteed victory.
You say that. Last time we played San Marino, we won 1-0.
Well, I mean, a win's a win.
It
You
is.
should score more.
It is, but that was an absolutely horrible game. It's probably
You
one of
should
the
always
worst.
score against San Marino's high school team, okay?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. It's just that we sucked that game.
I don't
But yeah, no,
disagree.
it's
We just suck.
it,
I mean,
like we're in a golden period right now for Norwegian football for the first time in fucking
The
since
golden
90s.
period. We beat Malta.
Yeah. No, I'm not joking about that. We would normally fucking tie or lose to Malta because, they're beneath our level. We don't need to focus for this match. And then they're gonna lose.
the old American way of looking at
man,
games.
Yep.
I said that as a joke a few days ago, but your football federation really is full of themselves for like a semi-professional kind of deal.
Yeah? Oh, hell yeah. No, that's been the case for a long time. But, like, we're better. Things are going better now. Martin Odegaard, he is finally playing well now that he's playing for Sociedad, and he's actually starting and doing a good job in Spain, so he's been really good for us. Josh
Has
King,
the Norwegian Football Commission thought about getting the top woman player in the world to play for the men's team?
yes, except she doesn't even want to play for the women's team or our country ever again, so that's never going to
She
happen.
doesn't even want to play for the men? Prove that she's better than them?
Of course not. That would be challenging.
Then she'd have a challenge.
Yeah. So, but...
Can't have that.
Yeah. We also got to see, although he didn't score, sadly, we also got to see a 17-year-old debutant in our last game, start at striker. And he finally got his chance because he has been fucking... he plays in Austria currently, and he has scored like 11 goals in 7 games. He is the same guy who scored 12 goals in a single game for the under-21s. So
Which team in Austria does he play for?
Salzburg.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is it Red Bull Salzburg?
Indeed.
Ah.
So yeah.
Yes, they're called Red Bull.
Yes, they are. It's not the only team that's called Red Bull. But no.
Yeah, it is not. I believe Leipzig is also Red Bull. Yeah.
No, they're just
Very strange.
RB Leipzig. What are you talking
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, the Red Bull doesn't exist. It's RB.
Well, yeah, no. So there's exciting times for Norwegian football. Hopefully they'll actually turn into some at least semi-decent players.
Fingers crossed for you, Tori.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Just for
No
me.
other Norwegian out there. Just you.
No other Norwegian.
They got to do it for you.
That's right. Anyways, this isn't Football Cast.
No, this is about anime and the stuff like it. So how about that Demon Slayer show?
Yeah.
You still been bullying kids?
I have indeed been bullying characters.
So I went ahead and read a little bit of the manga. Read a little bit ahead, like a few
Oh,
chapters.
I'm way far ahead
Right?
in the manga. Like,
And I was just curious. I'm like, I wonder how this looks or how it goes. And I got maybe 2 pages into the next couple chapters from where the show's at now. And I gotta say, Zenitsu, the lightning fucker, he is the worst character I have come across in a long time. And yes, worse than the beginning of Black Clover's Asta in anime form. Even in manga form, it's a distorted, crying bitch. Constantly.
Oh,
That's all he is.
I know.
That's his
But
whole
he's
purpose.
a comic relief character.
It's not comical. Even the characters in the manga hate him. Or feel bad for him because he's a
Why?
little bitch.
Oh, nah. I hate him so much.
How do people justify this character? How?
Because
I don't
it's
understand.
It hasn't ended yet, and you can't criticize something before it's ended.
Tori,
Yes.
I've watched 21 episodes of this fucking show.
Yeah, but that
I've
doesn't-
read, like, 4 chapters ahead in the manga. I hate this character so
but
much.
JD.
I feel so much disdain for any time this character's on screen. Because all he does is one of 2 things. He'll scream, bitch, and be scared. Or, and yes, that like all 3 of those emotions are in one scene, constantly. Or, he'll see a girl and just be, how would I describe him? Be a sexual deviant pervert, I guess?
Creep.
A creep?
Yeah, I would just call him a creep because he doesn't do much. He's just mostly just like fucking, oh my god, she smiled at me, marry me. No, you need to marry me. No, you need to marry me. You need to protect me. Protect me.
Yeah.
Protect me, goddammit.
I was trying to think, and I go, this is, I guess, the equivalent reaction to how Miroku and Inuyasha would react to women. However, Miroku would just be he would try to, I guess, swoon the woman, right? Oh, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever laid my eyes on. Marry me, have my children. No? Ah, damn. And then it would go on with the show, right? And then Miroku would be this kind of serious character. Correct? Am I wrong?
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
Okay. Hickey,
what? I wasn't.
have you seen Inuyasha?
Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention.
You weren't listening?
Yeah, no.
You know what? We're paying attention. Pay attention, Hickey. This is important. We're talking
Well,
about.
I'm sorry, something came
Miroku?
up. Now I'm talking about history of the anthropomorphized ship girls in another chat. Anyway, yes, Inuyasha, yes.
Are you talking about Cancoli in another podcast?
No, not in another
so late.
podcast.
Cancol?
Possibly. Yes, Inuyasha, yes. I mean, let's just let's not go to Inuyasha. It's been a long time, but Zenitsu.
He sucks.
Yes. I'm way far ahead from you. I'm like, from the show, I think I'm like 30 chapters ahead.
Okay.
I stopped reading, because the show is nice and I want you to focus on the show right now. I think the problem is that they cramped it up a lot of bad comic relief tropes in one character. It's not that he's a bad character, because I've seen some stuff in the future. I don't want to talk about it, but he's the biggest problem is that all the bad comic relief things are in his personality. That's really bad, especially when he's alone.
He has no redeeming features. None.
But he's
0.
super strong once he passes out.
Once he gets so scared and worthless, and he goes unconscious from his worthlessness, his coinky dinkly lightning strike power kicks in and he wins. Oh. Okay, it looks cool, I guess. I'll give it that. But that's not him. That's not the character. That's just that's just a power, right? You give that power to any other character in the world, and it'll still look cool. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Tori?
No. Well, JD, listen, okay.
If I could bully this character in real life, I would do it.
You're just hating. You're just hating and trying to get rage clicks from the Demon Slayer fans.
All right.
I demand that you redo this podcast and change the title.
I'm sure all of the Angel Cop fans that are clamoring are just like, oh, talking about Demon Slayer for those downloads. Let me tell you.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. There are no Angel Cop fans.
I mean,
I'm sure there's two.
There's probably someone who likes. I mean, there's
There-
many.
wait,
I refuse to believe
There's at least
this.
3 here right now.
Oh, that is true.
Aha.
That is true.
Aha. Yeah. You better be including your cat in that.
No, Tori. It's just that you need to pass out, and once you pass out, your your good taste side comes to.
Your
to
good
the
anime
surface.
taste side will kick in for Angel Cop.
You just need to keep
Okay.
moving.
Guys.
But no, like his problem, that's his problem. He's just there's too many bad tropes that are used as comic relief in his character, and then they overlay, which is really bad. So he's always changing and always going from a bad trope to a bad trope. There's not really a redeem characteristic right now. I think it takes way too long for the redeeming feature to be exposed. Why he's like that?
I suppose his balls may drop eventually, and he becomes a man.
No. Never.
I
refuse to believe that's gonna happen.
But,
No, I refuse.
you see.
His grandpa should have pulled on that rope a little bit harder. Way harder, actually.
Yeah, because then the show would have to introduce a new character to join the group.
Probably would have just been Zenitsu 2.0. His little brother, who was even worse.
Oh, God. I want to be just like Big Brother. No, don't, please. No, God.
Why?
Why? He sucks.
What for?
No, literally no. That flashback in that show, I was like, okay, now we're gonna like learn, like maybe his parents died in front of his face from a demon, and that's why he's traumatized. No, he's just a scaredy shit, and his grandfather beat his ass until he at least learned one move.
And he got struck by lightning, and now his
And
now his
even
hair is yellow.
even the townspeople hate him because
Yeah.
he's so annoying to the women, and everyone hates him. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Tori.
me.
Yes, you.
Me.
I'm gonna play this 6-second drop. Then it's your turn.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, it's jam.
There you go.
Okay.
All for
So,
you.
thanks. I loved it. Although I can't hear it, but I loved
I'm
it.
so glad you think that way.
So
It
yes.
means a lot.
God damn it. All
I
right.
have my children.
Whoa. Never. that neither will happen nor can it happen.
Oh, come on. The technology will exist someday.
Yeah,
No.
Tori.
Even if it does.
you know
you can go
that
fuck
girly
yourself.
boys can get pregnant. We all know that.
Listen, you don't get to use fucking our hentai memes against me. But anyways. Okay. So, on my quest, we have now gotten to, at least, well, I'm further ahead, but for the podcast, we're now talking about this show that I picked for the first show that I was going to go, that starts with the letter C. And that anime is called Chojigen Game Neptune the Animation, aka Hyperdimension Neptune. It's a 12-episode series produced by David Production and directed by Masahiro Mukai, who has directed the best anime of all time, My Hero Academia Season 4. I know it's not out yet, but, you know, who cares about
Will
that?
probably be his best. If you know what, I'll look up the director, see what else he's done.
He directed Trickster. That's the only other thing he has directed.
Are you serious?
No, I'm serious. Yes, I'm serious. He has episode directed some stuff, but he had directed an episode of Bento, for example. But this was Trickster was the only other thing that he's directed, at least according to Mal. So
How
you know,
could you be
the
an
most
episode
objective
director in a movie?
Good question. I don't know.
There's
Directed
no
a scene.
episodes.
He directed one scene.
Wouldn't that be a scene director?
No, man. Don't be ridiculous. That would be logical. Anyways, the synopsis, according to Malice, after years of fruitless war between the four realms of game industry, Planeptune, Lestation, Loey, and Leanbox, over sheer energy, the source of their strength based on how much their people have faith in their goddesses, the four CPUs that rule over them have finally signed a friendship treaty. The treaty bans any attempt at claiming sheer energy through military force, in hopes of bringing peace and prosperity to their worlds. Yet, a month after the treaty, Neptune, the CPU goddess of Planeptune, spends her time goofing off and playing games rather than doing her job, leaving her plans shares plummeting.
I hate all these names.
Nah, man.
Game industry. Game industry.
Yeah, game industry.
Come on, JD. You
This
cannot
is,
hate Neptunia. It's just wrong.
I mean-
Planeptune.
Last Station, Loey, and Leanbox remain.
Loey.
These are fucking great. So yeah,
CPU goddess. Oh my god.
the CPU goddess.
It all makes me shudder inside.
How dare you, JD? There's even the Dreamcast in this show.
There is even the Dreamcast. Oh, in case you didn't get it, the names and everything is reference to game studios, fucking system hardware. Like, it's everything. It's based on a game.
Except
the game is also
Planetune,
called
but
Hyperdimension
Planetune
Neptunia.
is Sega, basically.
Listen, okay, they do what they want.
Okay.
Uh,
I will admit that's a fun part of the show. Yeah. Okay. Go on, Tori.
Yeah, I honestly really don't have that much to say about this show. It's literally just like the game. It's fan service and battles times, and
Well, how are the titties?
they variable. Some of them are flat, some of them are big.
Oh, okay. Go on.
That's about it.
I mean,
How is the
They're really
how is the arc of the bounce? Have you studied that?
yeah. Was there a variable amount of bounce within the
Were they
titties?
more stiff?
You know what?
You know.
Though, considering the fact that there was one beach episode, I can't say I studied that very appropriately. I got a little bit distracted.
Oh, Tori, I'm
And,
disappointed in you.
I know.
That isn't true. They
I
even
didn't properly
explain
sit
that
down
you
and
cannot be distracted because there's the god light rays.
there is the god light rays, and those are very ineffective once you finally get somebody to let's go nude, because obviously the beach episode can only happen on R18 Island, so everybody there has to be 18 to get in, so obviously the flat-chested girls can't get in, because are you really 18? Yes. Are you really 18 though? Yes. Are you sure? Yes.
But you don't.
I
have
don't
titties.
believe you. No, it's literally it's nothing.
What about the ass to camera ratio? Was it overbearing at times?
I mean, if you don't go into this show expecting fucking ass and titties, then I don't know what to tell you.
You should really put
no, it's
strike
not
wages
overbearing.
on your quest. Just saying, just so we can have those questions, those important questions again.
Listen, man, I'm gonna let you be the fucking strike witch.
Was it too much emphasis on the ass and not enough on the legs, in your opinion?
No, actually, not that I think, but I don't think there was a whole lot of emphasis on ass.
I mean, yeah, you follow.
So for you ass fans out there,
Little Nap doesn't have that much ass or tits or
Hickey.
legs or
Hickey,
anything.
what did I tell you about your language?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, general, really isn't so much focus on ass. But, yeah, no, it's...
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm an ass guy myself. I guess the show's just not for me.
I'm just struggling to find things to say, because it is like, what are they doing? Well, the whole point is that, they're goddesses, or CPUs, protecting their countries and against evil, so sometimes that means they have to defeat monsters, or maybe even
Build some walls.
bad CPUs, and whatnot. Generally, it all comes down to like how does the people view them? Because sheer energy is what keeps them alive and drives them and whatnot. And in Neptune's case, well, since she's a lazy bum, nobody likes her. So her sheer energy is dropping fast, and she would do something about it. She swears she's going to do something about it at some point.
Well, she is from Planeptune, which is Sega, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
Yes, it does.
come on. They fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, definitely. No, but there's a whole bunch of just jokes, like for fans of the game. There's a lot of references to, like I said, other games, game industry in general, in Japan especially. And just,
What was your favorite reference?
Or
Or the first one that pops into your head?
Fucking, I don't remember. I don't fucking know. Doesn't matter.
The
I'm
game
not a
with
bit.
the titties.
The game with the titties, indeed. No, not gonna lie, not exactly a big fan of this show.
No, you don't say.
Like it's
You're an
okay.
ass guy, aren't you, Tori?
No, I'm not.
Now, come on, you can admit it. We're all men here.
It's an okay show. Here's the thing. I don't dislike this show. It's not a horrible watching experience as long as you know what you're getting into. And since I am an expert on Hyperdimension Neptunia, having played all of like 15 minutes of one of the games at one time.
Sounds like an expert to me.
Yep. So I can definitely say that this is indeed Hyperdimension Neptunia. So you do with that information as you see fit. If you have no experience, if you know nothing about this, you have never played a game, you skip this show. There's no need to watch it. There's nothing
almost
here.
positive I was given a Neptunia game on Steam many years ago.
I've
Fantastic.
played all
You
of
should maybe
them,
consider
Never
playing
played
like 10 minutes.
except like the last 3 ones, but that's okay. The last 3
I gotta
ones,
look at my
like,
Steam library.
there's Goddess Online, Hyperdimension Neptunia 7?
Ah, I do in
And-
fact
yeah, there's another
have a Neptunia game. It is Hyperdimension Neptunia Re::Birth 1.
Yes, it's the remake of the first game.
Ooh,
It's really fun.
I have,
It's
Rebirthing.
really
the,
fun.
I have the Rebirth version.
Yeah, it is fun. It is fun to play. Neptunia games are very fun. I've played every single
Sure.
game.
See.
Not every single game. Like the last 3, I wasn't that in. Well, the last 3 don't run on my notebook.
Let me go to the store page here. Overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah, people
Yeah,
like
it
it.
It is fun.
People-
It is fun.
Obviously it has a lot of games, so of course it's popular. But again, that's why I say it's like when it comes to the anime, if you're a fan of the show, you've probably already. If you're a fan of the games, you've probably already seen this. But if you have absolutely no interest in it, there is like, this isn't gonna change your mind on anything. There isn't really much here for you to watch. Okay, of course, unless you just want a bunch of stupid references and the occasional fan service. I say the occasional. There is a lot of fan service. But yeah. That's my glowing review.
The reviews for this show on Steam is very weeb-like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It is
Like, the
Neptunia.
first one
Yes.
says... The first one says... This was posted June 12th, I guess, of this year. Noir is best tsundere. 8 out of 10. That's
Listen.
all it says.
Maybe so, but she is a tsundere, therefore objectively terrible. That's right, you heard me. Come at me.
She's not the best tsundere because she has black hair. Just saying. She got the twin
Bro,
tails, but
I'm straight up
it
having
is-
a good time. That's another review. Love these.
Yeah.
Nep.
What are you gonna say? It's like fucking want to break down the show and fucking take it down episode by
I'm
episode?
not seeing any reviews talking about the titties. This is very disappointing.
Because
Because,
that's just
like,
something you understand. You
there's not a
know
lot
going
of
into Neptunia that you're
titties
gonna
in
get
this
fan
fucking
service.
thing, honestly. You have Vote. When you start, you have like Little Nap, which doesn't have anything. Then you
Little
find
Nap.
Compa. Compa have titties. And then you have IF. IF Factory. I imagine, yeah. That
yeah,
doesn't,
Ideal,
also doesn't
Ideal
have
Factory.
it. So like, there's not a lot of ass and titties in this.
No, but there's a lot of fan service.
There's a lot of fan service, yes.
They especially like tying people up.
Yes.
So if you're into that,
Oh. Well, now, my ears have perked up. Speaking my language. Okay. All right. I guess that's that. Let me play this, and Hickey and I can talk away now.
now I can leave.
All right, Hickey, this Manga Mono Checkout was your pick this episode. Take it away.
Yes, and we will be talking about a little manga called Dr. Slump. It is a manga written and drawn by someone called Akira Toriyama.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
I told you, the Dragon Quest guy.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He also...
What, do you think he made some other anime or game that started with Dragon?
How would I? I don't even know who it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
He's responsible for Dragon Ball. Dropping the joke, by the way. Just
Whoa!
No way.
just for the sake of information. If you didn't know, he's the guy that created the one of the weirdest adaptations to like Journey to the West. Journey to the West, I think. Which is Dragon Ball. It was featured in the Weekly Shonen Jump between 1980 and 1985, and it has 18 volumes. The summary from Anime Planet, JD, kindly got it in the agenda.
You're welcome.
Says, when goofy inventor Senbei Norimaki creates a precocious robot named Arale, or Aral, I don't know.
A rail.
Rail? No, it's
No, that is
Japanese,
not
so it's
correct.
Arale. Arare?
Arale. I will say a rail.
His masterpiece
Yeah,
turns out to be more than he bargained for! Exclamation point.
Yes. I'm
Very
glad you
important.
pointed that out.
Exclamation point. Very important.
It is important.
See, I will say a rail because railings are generally made out of steel, and she is a little robot girl, so a rail.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's not a
That's my justification
she's
for
not
that
a trained
pronunciation.
doll.
When you're trying to justify being wrong, man.
Arale.
This guy.
Arale. Doesn't matter. But yeah.
It doesn't matter. Not one bit.
Yes, it does. It's important.
I mean-
it's a name.
Look, are you trying to bully this character, Tori?
Always.
You already do it on your YouTube channel. You don't need to bring it on this podcast.
Fine.
I'm going to defend our cute little robot girl, whether you like it or not.
Fine, I'll leave.
Disconnect. Yeah, I mean, it is a interesting manga. I didn't think it was funny. Let me just put it out there. Right there. It is definitely entertaining, but not funny. When I was reading it, I thought that most of the jokes are just those kind of jokes you think when you are alone. Like you're just working on your masterpiece called Dragon Ball, and you crack down a joke that only you like, right? And that's basically what Dr. Slump is. Especially because Akira Toriyama himself comes out in some of the panels or make like little short one-page comics about how he works in this manga. And it's basically him procrastinating. He says, yeah, no, I sit down, I think of jokes, I laugh about them, just me, my assistants just look at me with a straight face and it's not funny. So I just go to a walk, laugh again at the jokes and then write them down in the Dr. Slump manga. I understand that because I also have those kind of thoughts and jokes, but again, it is just entertaining. I don't think it's that funny. I still read 3 volumes of this, so it definitely works.
I don't know how many volumes 20 chapters is, but that's how much I read.
2 chapters. 2 volumes. 2 volumes. Around 2 volumes. So.
10 chapters is a volume.
Kind of.
Is that what you're saying?
The 3 volumes were 38 chapters.
Okay. Yeah. About 2.
So yeah, about 2 chapters.
Something like that. 2 volumes. Right? Yeah. Okay. So, I thought it was goofy. It was a lot of simple ha moments. Just ha. I wasn't bursting out laughing. But imagine a character that has no common sense about the world. Because she's a little robot. She has no education. And she's thrown into society. She's smart enough to function, but not on the common sense level. So whether it's she has to go to school and she just immediately falls asleep, kind of deal.
Even though she can't sleep because she's a robot,
right? Because she's a robot. Just the robot goes unconscious. So it's kind of quirks like that make you go, huh.
I mean, not
all the
that.
time.
It's just like you have talking animals and it starts really normal, even though everyone is a midget, but that's okay.
Everyone's kind of chibi, yeah.
That's fine, but it starts fairly normal, and when you get to episode 38, you have dinosaurs going around and talking animals, a bunch of aliens, different types of aliens appear. So yeah,
it kind of goes that Dragon Ball route.
Yeah, it's very, like I said, it's a joke. Everything is a joke. Like something the author thought it was funny and he made it. But you don't honestly have no obligation to think it's funny. But it's entertaining, at least.
I was entertained. It was very easy to read. I like the character Arail. She's adorable. She's cute. She's a cute little girl, very simple. I don't know how else to describe this. It was different.
Yeah, it is it is fun. Like you said, there's some interesting moments, like Doctor Norimaki being able to build fucking time machines, but he cannot he cannot make mathematical formulas that requires the usage of double digits. So, it is fairly funny. Fairly funny. But
the common sense thing is how I could best describe it.
Yes. The lack of common sense
is
the strong point of this, definitely.
It's almost like a Seinfeld type gig, right? Where he tells a joke, he's like, "What's the deal with airplane food?" And then you have something out of Dr. Slump that's along those lines of, yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, Arail will rant, they tell her to go change, and then change out of those wet clothes, here, put these dry ones on. She goes, okay, and she'll just start taking her clothes off, and you go, wait a minute, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, even Arail is saying, Doctor, I want an asshole. Because everyone has one and I don't have.
That was funny.
And he's like,
yeah, I can't believe I forgot about that.
I've never seen one before. And then he goes.
he tries to look up his own, yeah.
And he makes the glasses that look through clothes and try to look at the teacher. There's the hot cop with an Uzi. And it's fun. It is definitely fun. The lack of common sense is the strong suit of this one. Quite reminiscent of Dragon Ball jokes as well. Of course it is, but... Yes.
I was trying to... Because I'm a fan of Ranma 1/2, Rumiko Takahashi, and I have a good number of volumes of that manga, and I was trying to compare the two in my head and how what makes Dr. Slump's comedy the way it is, rather than, say, the Ranma ones, where it's very... slapstick. I didn't get the slapstick notion in Dr. Slump. It was just quick quirks.
Yes.
Instead of people yelling and hitting each other, or, whatever it may be. Dr. Slump doesn't have that, and I appreciate it. It was much, they a whole chapter dedicated to looking up an asshole. But the 80s were fun times.
Definitely. The good old days I've never lived.
So that was Dr. Slump. I'll pass it. I'm probably going to continue reading a chapter or two every now and again. And just kind of have a quick laugh.
It's done. So you can go by your own pace.
Yeah.
It's worth it, especially because like if we're doing Dragon Ball in a few days, I think. Well, a few months.
Few days.
Well, start now.
Yeah, a few months. And
Fucking-
there's an episode, I think it's in the first season of Dragon Ball, where Arali appears. I remember like knowing what Dr. Slump is because of that episode of
Oh,
Dragon
I don't
Ball.
remember that.
Wow, JD.
She
You're
appears
the
like
shonen
she
over
appears
here, and
with
you don't remember this?
with a little hat written Dr. Slump, and the hat has little wings on it. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, she appears in Dragon Ball. I think it's the first season where Goku is child Goku is like traveling around the world or something like that, and then he meets Arale.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay.
Regardless,
Okay.
yes, it's the best. Again, it's just a compilation of funny jokes. Probably no one laughed, but Akira Toriyama thought it was funny, and he made a manga about it.
Alrighty. And then just for future fun, you guys remember, before we move on to our review, you guys remember I wrote down how many people had completed Bebop High School on my anime list
Yeah.
during the podcast
Yeah.
in the last one? So just to give a little update, now 734 people have completed it since then in the past 2 weeks. So
Damn.
clearly all those people listen to our podcast.
Absolutely.
absolutely.
I take 100% credit for that. Fuck you, Hickey.
Wow. Alright. Cool. That's okay. You're getting way too close of just getting killed. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm okay. There's an ocean between us, literally.
But now I have a job and I can get to you easily.
Oh, he's coming for you.
You don't even know where I live.
I know where you live actually.
Nah. You will never
Come
find
on.
me. You couldn't
Bergen,
even.
Norway is not that big.
Oh no.
You couldn't
Just-
even even find my house without my instructions.
True.
You don't know how the streets there work.
That is true, but I can just go to your high school and ask there.
Oh, but you mean the one that's online? Yeah, you do that.
I'll find a way. In horror movies, the killer always
He knows how to
finds a
lawyer,
way.
Tori. You better watch out.
Listen, if this was the mailman, I'd be more scared.
True. I can get Senpai to go with me. That's true.
I mean, you could.
Yes.
Definitely.
That would be way easier.
Do that, actually.
But I know you.
We'll make a day out of it.
We'll have fun, and then
Just gotta go. You just gotta go old school. Just gotta find a phone book in 2019
Right,
and
yeah.
look them up.
Fucking gotta find those yellow pages.
Well, how many people have Italian last names in Bergen, Norway?
More than me.
So that narrows it down a lot immediately.
Yeah, you'll have to figure. I mean, you know my name, so that's actually pretty simple.
See, there you go. Just gotta find that phone book. That's gonna be difficult.
And then it's gonna say what my phone number is, and then you're gonna call me and I'll be like, "Can you give me your address?"
it's very simple. I just need to kill everyone inside. One might be here.
Sure.
I just start taking Norwegians hostage in the city. Do you know where Tori lives?
Who?
Who? Well, you're dead.
Wrong.
Next.
Wrong
Wrong
answer.
Anyways, yeah.
By the way, I have
murder live on podcast.
No.
I have been reading more Gaunt's, and I think that's where this is stemming from.
Really? You still reading guns? Why?
I read 2 more volumes.
Why?
So I've read 4 volumes now.
Do you have them? So you're like, oh, might as well just read it because
I do have the first 4 volumes. I do own them.
damn it, JD.
So I was like,
it's
hey, I
fun.
can read these now.
You see now when I said it, it's fun. It's just dumb and unnecessary, but it's still very fun. If you are 13 years old,
I guess. I mean, there's a lot of murder.
yeah, if you are 13 years old, guns is really fun.
He wishes
There's
he was
a lot
13
of-
years old.
There's a lot of titties, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Just random sex. Hi, you wanna have sex with me? Sure, why not?
I mean, it's not
Well,
like they have anything better to do.
That is true. They also died, so might as well do whatever you want to do.
Get your freak on.
Yeah.
Gotta get that freak on. Yeah, the author has a
For more,
strange obsession with the one girl wearing skimpy clothes to start out each chapter. I think we failed to mention that in the last
that is
last
true.
cast.
For more information, go back and listen to the last guy. It's very fun.
Go listen to the Bebop High School class where we pull steel on each other and talk about murder.
Extremely fun.
Among
cast.
other things.
Just like this
Still
one.
fun. Uh-oh. I'm pushing the wrong buttons here. Okay. No, that's the wrong one too. Oh no. What am I, here we go. I'm sorry, I had like a malfunction there of many kinds. I hope everything's okay.
So like your normal
Probably
self.
not.
Normal
Ah!
self, yes. Tuesday.
That is today's
No, Saturday.
today's Saturday, JD. JD, you cannot have malfunctions on Tuesday.
Angel
You are
Cup.
working on Tuesday with heavy chemicals.
I mean,
That's the problem.
I'm exposed to so much acid and well, yeah, lots of acid. Angel Cop.
Talking about
Speaking
being
of
exposed
acid.
to the
talking about enhanced humans. Yeah, we're doing Angel Cop Studio Dast.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
Oh, everyone's favorite. They've done such amazing anime, such as 3 of them. One of them's Angel Cop.
Wow.
Another's Battle Royale High School, and then a third one I didn't care to even write down.
That's nothing new there.
Nothing new there. I just didn't care, right?
Sure, or rather, I'll definitely write that down.
No, I
Let's
wrote
write
down.
it down.
Look, Tori, I wrote down 2 out of the 3. Don't you think that's good enough for Studio Dast?
No, Studio Dast is the best.
I mean, pretty good, right? All right, director Ichiro Itano, who's done you wouldn't guess it, Battle Royale High School. So
Oh,
Dast,
hell yeah.
he's a Dast experienced fellow.
Damn.
He also directed. He didn't do Crusher Joe. He was Key Animation. Gantz. He directed Gantz. That's where I was heading.
Oh my god. I just love how in the version you gave to us, it just says director and then nothing. That's just that's how I feel right now. Anyways, when you mention this guy, I'm like, yeah, no, it's no one. Got it. Thanks.
It's no one important. He's just the guy Gantz did. Yeah. Okay. This OVA came out in the summer of 1989. Spans 6 total amazing episodes, about 30 minutes each. Each. The chemicals. I was breathing them in hard this morning. There does exist a 1-volume, 5-chapter manga that came out after the start of the OVA, or at least the first beginning of it. The first episode came out in 1990. Show came out in 89. Haha, there you go. Okay, summary from Anime Planet. Having become the financial capital of the world, Tokyo is now a prime target for those who want to destabilize the world economy. To combat the rising terrorist tide, the Special Security Force is established. Tensions are high, however, with both a vigilante anti-terrorist group called the Hunters and the mysterious Dr. Ichihara and his human enhancement project.
I absolutely hate how they refuse to, or how there's nothing here that says that these aren't terrorists. They are communist terrorists.
Yes.
That's right. It's very
Called
specific.
the Red May.
The Red May.
You know why?
Uh,
You know why they're called the Red May?
Educate us, Hickey.
Because the book Lanning wrote is called the April Thesis, and since they became like the new communists after kind of the late almost fall of the Soviet Union, and they want to start a new communist revolution, they start calling them the Red May because it comes after April. It's just a little fun fact.
Okay.
That is the most intelligent thing in this show.
So I want to say right away, I hated the ending song "Oh So Bad." Anybody else feel this way?
No, because I didn't listen to it. I skipped it every single time.
Well, you saved your ears from bleeding.
I know. I heard like one note of it, and I'm like, nope.
I listened to it once, and I was like, yeah, okay, sure.
It's not good. It's just a repeating beat, essentially.
That's some terrible singing over it.
Yeah, the singing was not good.
Have you ever heard of Basic Rhythm? Actually, that's
I'm so glad
I'm
gonna have that ending song at the end of this episode.
Oh my god, fantastic! I'm definitely not listening to this podcast.
So the terrorist group will stop at nothing for world communism. So the world's most powerful superpower in the distant future made an MI6 type group to combat this with a license to kill.
Yay, democracy!
Yay, democracy!
America! I'm in Japan.
So we of course start off with a rigged Porsche 911 to missile attack the American embassy. How about that, guys?
That's one does.
Maybe in hindsight, many years later, the 911 Porsche attacking an American embassy is not.
Oof. Oof. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I put that together right away. I just went, oh, well, that's a thing.
That happens.
Well, it happened in this show.
I just love the fact that they decided to bomb an American embassy. Like,
it was
why
specifically
not?
the American embassy.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, it's not like it's Japan that's the fucking world power at this moment. So why not take it out on the Americans? Yeah. Yay!
The logic is exploding already. All right. So we don't know any of the characters' names, but we're introduced to characters. So I called this guy, I swear, we didn't know this guy's name until like 22 minutes into the 27-minute episode. I swear. So I said, I describe episode 1 with the following, okay? And I'm not making this up. Our abs out all day dude with a winter coat on in what appears to be summer busts into an office, right? This is a little bit later in the episode, okay?
Mm.
He is then saved by this hot 80s chick named Angel. So she blows the bad girl away with 3 gruesome shots making her head explode, and we see all the visuals.
The bad girl whose big crime was she opened that door.
Yeah. I must add that she is supposed to be the ab dude's backup, right? But they've never met before, nor know who they are, even though they work for the same agency. So we have to now assume Angel is a brand new hire just hours ago.
Sure.
Yeah. She, as they bust into this office, she makes sure to wear her biker helmet all the way up the stairs, because we've seen that this office that's being raided is like four flights of stairs up, 4 stories. Clearly, this was probably for the sole reason of dramatically taking it off, and says the following line, and this is the kind of expert, professionally written, dubbed dialogue you will hear in anime.
You watched it in dub as well?
I had to. Because Tori spoke so highly of it, I just could not do it. The name's Angel, but don't let the name fool you. I can be a bitch when I want to.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. She did actually say that.
And she wasn't.
She said a lot of things.
Oh. I mean, okay, listen. It's like... Hey, the Angel, right? She is the sort of literally the first thing fucking other dude says, like, did you have to kill her? It's like, yeah. Of course I did.
I have a license to
like,
kill.
fucking,
I need to use the fucking license.
That's my job. I murder people. I mean, Angel is literally like when she said, "I can be a bitch if I want to." No, you cannot be a bitch if you want to. You are a bitch. You're the sort of fucking like murderer with a badge that is typical in these sorts of shows. Like, what will you do if the terrorists take a hostage? Well, fucking murder the hostage, and then we'll take the guy in. Who gives
License
a shit?
to kill. Who gives a fuck?
So I think it's funny because, like, well, you need to take in the terrorist alive. Fuck it, we'll murder the fucking kid, and then we'll take him in after. Ah, yes.
There's a line. She makes sure to just go, oh, look, I don't give a shit about that kid. He can die or live if I want to. I'm blowing your ass away.
Yeah.
It's,
okay.
It's when
These are the good guys. Go democracy!
It's when the first psychic guy appears. It's episode 2 with the RoboCop ride, and oh my god, this show is so
hey, we don't know he's riding until the end of episode 1. So I have to go through episode 1 because it sets nothing up. So basically, MI6 here goes after these escaped terrorist dude. They go after the Red May, but they're specifically after this dude named Tachibana. Okay. We don't know why. It's just he's part of the group. We get an assumption by the Special Security Force chief. He's just like, I want to concentrate on this guy. So it leads to a pretty cool van chase. Probably the most movement in the show in the first 2 episodes.
Nah, the murder scene was the most movement.
Well, okay. The first... Yes, okay. Sequence of events. How about that? So we get our biker bro, abs out all day, winter coat, unzipped, but tucked into his pants still, and Angel. Tachibana escapes because they're in a van, and then Raiden, as his name is just simply said in passing by a girl who's decked out in a ton of advertisements, gets crushed head on with a van, and then as Angel chases after it, the van just explodes mysteriously. So, we assume Raiden is dead. It looks like he broke his neck. The van exploded, so he's probably got many burns and bleeding out, and he tells her to leave him to go chase after the van. Yes. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Yes.
It
Maybe.
wasn't the van that exploded.
A lot of...
Ichihara, the new terrorist, had a fucking RPG and shot at them.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's what explodes. Yeah, he just happened to have an RPG.
Just happened.
All terrorists?
All communist terrorists always make sure to pack in their rocket launchers. So she chases after the van that has the Red May people, and she sees it explode in the distance.
Grenade. It's not a rocket. That's okay.
Whatever. I don't care what it is. It made an explosion. Raiden got caught up in it.
The boomstick.
The boomstick.
Thank you, Tori. You got my back. So she follows this blood path, right? When she finds the van into an alleyway where, and this is where the show really tells us this is what we're going to be from now on. She sees a guy straight out of a David Bowie music video, and you've taken LSD.
The lead singer of Twisted Sisters.
Yes, thank you. I was trying to think which heavy metal hair singer this guy looks like.
Heavy. Okay.
Heavy, yeah. Or
Hair
I get
metal.
80s
hair metal.
80s metal.
80s hair metal, yeah. A singer out of Twisted Sister. He, a lot of flashing red and green and like white lights go across the screen, but only in his silhouette. And then he disappears with a crucifixion of one of the communists in the alleyway, just dripping blood. And I believe Angel just goes, "Who was that guy?"
Yeah,
that was it.
Important question.
Who was that guy? Okay.
Never
No
seen
question
him
about
before.
the woman who's like half ripped apart, hanging above her head, and
Or the guy just...
Oh, come on. She was going to kill her anyways. Who cares?
Yeah. Just no questions asked about how the fuck the guy just teleported. Because that is common in Japan in the future
it happens.
with communists.
Even in the past.
That is a distant future Japan with communists.
Nah, man. That's where you're wrong.
And that's how
I
the
know
show
what it
starts.
says, but that's wrong.
And that's how the show starts. And from there, we get to learn about psychics. latent psychic powers, how they're hired by the government, but they're rogue, but not rogue. Well, some of them are rogue.
They believe they're rogue, but they're being tricked, and therefore they're actually taking fucking orders from a corrupt military, and a corrupt politician dude, and he tricked everyone, except he didn't, but he did, and he is, they are a slave to money, you know. I only care about one thing. Money.
Money. Those fools don't understand that's how the world's run. They believe in trivial things like patriotism and justice. Fuck those guys, right?
Capitalism, let's go. I mean, democracy, yeah.
Democracy.
And the reason why the reason why we're describing the show in yes, but this happened and then that happened, it's because anytime anything needs to be explained in any way, it is required that one character will go through a multi-minute monologue, like a James Bond villain of, well, this is why I want to dominate the world, because X and X years ago, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then, oh, you think I was going left, but I was going right. Ha ha! Don't you feel stupid now? And then later we'll get another one explaining something else. And, of course, no one's moving, but the camera's moving slightly left or slightly right. Maybe around the room once. Ooh.
So it's important. Gotta create this sense of movement, you know. Editing techniques.
Because nothing else is moving in this fucking...
Editing techniques, let's go. Yeah. And the best part is when they monologue something and then afterwards somebody speaks the monologue out loud. Because, you know, in case you didn't catch that the first time, here's your second chance.
Yeah. Alright. So that's the show. I must talk about the dialogue in the show more. Because it was... To me, it was the most entertaining part. Anybody else want to join me on this dialogue rant?
I'm the only one who's watched the dub.
Well,
Yeah,
Hickey, you experienced the sub of the amazing Japanese dialogue. It's not really much different, but you would miss out on some amazing phrases that I'm sure would not translate right straight from Japanese.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's basically the same thing.
You see what I have written here.
Hold on. No. But you can go.
Okay.
You can keep going. Like, it's...
All right.
In the Japanese, it is... The writing is not that bad, but the voice acting is, especially the chief of the anti-terrorist unit. He doesn't have any emotion whatsoever. He's just reading the pages.
Oh, that's the opposite. That's the opposite of the dub.
Yeah, no, they're just reading the pages.
He's
Raiden.
like a guy straight out of 90210
Raiden
mixed in with Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, Raiden was the best one. The rest of the people, it looked like they were just reading the script.
Fucking Raiden in the dub changes his voice halfway through the fucking OVA, and it's the worst thing.
That's right, he does get a different voice actor.
Dude, yeah, like fucking when in this I didn't know he got a different voice actor, but I just remember it's like the voice to change. Literally in the second half, he sounds like fucking Sonic. No! It's like what?
So right. You're so right.
What the fuck happened here?
Hey, Tails, I just got my body enhanced. Do you want in on this?
Sonic, when did you appear?
Oh, thank God I ignored the dub. But yeah, no, the Japanese voice acting is bad. Except Lucifer. Lucifer and Raiden. Except when Lucifer starts just speaking English out of fucking nowhere. Because it doesn't really matter, I guess. She starts just speaking a bunch of English on episode 6, and why? Again, doesn't matter, because episode 6 is just so fucked up and nothing makes sense anymore in that show that... Whatever.
I cannot die.
Well, episode 6 was easily my favorite because it reminded me of Superbad, where just a bunch of random shit happens for my entertainment. It doesn't make any sense at all, but fuck, we're gonna get mind-fucking, and we're gonna get explosions, we're gonna get Russian-looking, psychic chick making her muscles, like, grow 3 times bigger and integrating herself with computers.
But JD, that's the show from episode 2 up to episode 6. If you don't remember, when I watched the episode 2, I sent you guys the show. You got bikers, perms, cops that look like criminals with perms, psychic vigilantes, fucking Robocop, and the Communist Party of Japan bombing shit. So, like, nothing really makes sense
to me.
Since episode 2. Episode 1 makes a lot of sense. They're just cops that can kill people, and they will kill people. Then a fucking guy just appears and explodes some shit and teleport. I stop paying attention or taking the show serious that at the end of episode 1.
Yeah, at the end of episode 1 was when I kind of jumped the shark, because the show wanted to be like Akira so bad. So bad! There was the bike slides, there was it had the sense of the biker gang mentality with the sci-fi, like, psychic shit mixed in, but the voice acting and the story itself combined was just too goofy. And that's what makes it so lovable.
No. Like, I mean, fucking...
It makes it so lovable. You loved it, Tori.
Fuck you. Like, the goddamn... You know those, like, horror stories? Well, I say horror stories, but the fucking typical, like, dub scene where it's like... It sounds like it's literally recorded out of the voice actor's fucking closet. Like,
well, look, these voice actors are busy people. They can't be expected to go to a studio in 1989.
Of course not. And then, like, it's like... When they're delivering their lines, it's not even about delivering the line. It's just about, like, literally, like, reading whatever says in the paper in front of them, because they didn't have time to fucking read this in advance. They're just
I
do
disagree.
This before that. No,
I disagree with one character or two characters.
I do not. Who are those?
I think
characters?
It's Tachibana, the Special Security Force chief, because he has a monumental few scenes. One is in the interrogation of Ichihara. You know, where he's like, "All right, bitch, looks like your arm has come across with a bad case of gangrene. I sure hope this doesn't hurt too bad." Shit, like, he really emphasizes the torture part, but my favorite line was definitely at the start of it all and really set the tone. It's just so you guys know. He utters the following words. "All right, fuck slut. That's enough speech making for now."
Yeah, no. I'm still not sold on that.
It's
fucking...
glorious. It's glorious.
But, I mean, we're just talking about, like, literally... One of the things is, first of all, obviously Raiden gets enhanced, and...
he called a dude a fuck slut.
I don't give a shit. But
it's
Raiden
so awesome.
Raiden gets enhanced, and apparently so did Angel. I guess.
Apparently.
Anyways,
assuming.
Yeah, they claim
but her
she
arm
did.
Still breaks.
They claim, yeah, which I thought was kind of the point of her getting enhanced, was so that wouldn't happen. But
I don't think she got enhanced.
No, they specifically said that they both got enhanced.
I mean, I remember
he said he enhanced her muscles or some shit.
That was weird. And the Japanese was also like that, because that is, and I thought that was weird. Like episode 5. By the end, where she's using that unnecessary armor.
Yeah, that was fucking pointless. Well, I mean, it allowed her to drive through a wall at one time.
I thought that was the enhancement, just that armor, because she wasn't. But Lucifer called her enhanced as well. But there's no...
No. The armor's purpose was to protect them from psychic attacks. What Raiden had was like the chemical and pill enhancement for his muscles to be integrated with all the electronics that was inside the armor. As far as I understand, Angel took like a pill to enhance her muscles. So
and it did fuck all. But
did fuck all because the whole purpose was to wield this gun that could supposedly kill the psychics.
Except they couldn't.
Except it couldn't, and it still broke her arm.
Yeah. No, but and that's the problem I have. Well, that's not the only problem, but that's like the emphasis of the problem. Literally, she stands there, points the gun at fucking Raiden because he's holding Lucifer, and he's like, "Shoot me, kill me!
My God, it was so
my
funny.
my armor is coated in fucking anti-psychic bullshit, and it will kill her. So if you shoot my head, it will explode because of course it will if you shoot his head. But like." It's so dumb, and then she shoots, but she's been shooting too much, so her arm just breaks. She just stands there with both arms above her head, like, my arm! I can't move it! It hurts! My shooting arm! It's like, I'm like, are you even trying?
I mean,
you're not even trying!
I love that scene.
Tori, you are alluding
Japanese...
to the fact that he said that before she fires, he said, this is very important because this is the glory of the show. He says to Lucifer, the evil psychic bitch, which I think he called her once or twice.
Yes, he did.
Evil psychic bitch.
In Sonic voice.
You evil psychic bitch. He goes, I'm gonna have her shoot me. And then the armor the shrapnel of the armor, which is coated in anti-psychic...
bullshit.
anti-psychic bullshit. The shrapnel is like poison to you fucking psychics, so it'll kill you in no time flat.
I just love that scene in Japanese as well.
And then immediately he goes, Angel, shoot me in the back of the head when the armor doesn't exist.
No, that scene in Japanese, he's like, shoot me so I will explode. And she's like, Raiden, I'm sorry, I need to do my job. And she shoots him in the waist. And it's like, no.
She shoots him in the back.
Yeah, it's
not
like,
even
no,
close.
in the head. That's the only way to explode. And she shoots him again in the chest, like the
she misses.
Well,
she shoots like instead of hitting the head.
That's because she has
shoots,
to switch arms. Listen, she has to switch arms, okay? She couldn't aim that well. But, the thing that fucks with me in the English dub is that he specifically tells her to shoot her in the head, and then she shoots him in the back. It's like, why? Why would you do that?
You know what the scene reminded me of? Have you guys ever seen Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls?
Probably.
No.
I've seen all the Ace Ventura.
Okay, there's a scene in Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls when Jim Carrey's character has his tribal buddy, right? And he's in the middle of like a death match, and he goes, "Throw me a spear! What are you doing?" The guy throws him the spear, spear first, mind you, not like vertical stick, and it goes right into his leg, and he goes, why?"
Yeah.
"Throw me another spear!" And it goes into his other leg. And during the scene of Angel Cop, I just kept like hearing the Raiden Sonic voice going, "Angel, shoot me in the back of the head." She misses, and he just goes, you bitch! What are you missing for? Shoot me again, this time in the head. You missed again. Why?
Yeah, But anyway, also, can we again remember? Angel is the sort of fucking bitch who's been like, "Yeah, I'll murder anyone. I don't give a shit. I have license to murder." And then when Raiden is like, "Now it's finally time for you to shoot me," she's like, "But I can't." It's like, what do you mean you can't? Well, you see, I've had a change of heart on screen, of course, and I have now learned to value people. Fuck off! It's the only way to kill this bitch.
I love
Stop
that.
moral fagging.
The change of heart. The duration of that change of heart was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
She was like,
she was.
yeah,
But
she
come
was
on,
great.
she realized she loved him for no reason because of course she did.
I don't think she loved
she
him.
kissed.
It was more.
I don't
she
think
kissed
loved
him.
I don't
Close
know.
enough.
Come on,
It's
that means
whatever.
nothing.
It wasn't.
No, of course not.
I don't know. Like maybe it was because the Japanese wasn't really that good as well. But it doesn't seem like she loved him. It was like, oh, thanks.
She doesn't say it.
It's more like a reward. That kiss is more like a reward than anything.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Like,
Nah, fuck that.
oh man, why? God, this show's so dumb. The funny thing is that the communist, like there's a communist party, an anti-communist party, the psychic party, and the anti-terrorist agents, and all of them are just financed by the same people. So they could ruin Japan.
They are all financed by the
Japan
same like
in a
two
fucking
guys.
aircraft carrier, even though that makes no fucking sense. Oh my god!
If you control Japan, you control the world.
And like it's funny.
Yeah, except they tried to fucking destroy Japan, but yeah.
Yeah, to make Japan a aircraft carrier, because that makes a lot of sense.
You gotta destroy what you
But
love,
like,
Tori.
what was funny
Clearly,
is
you
that
don't understand this. It's very deep.
They love money.
Like they start financing the communists. So the communists
Yeah, I know.
would ruin Japan. Then the anti-communists came to try and stop that. And if there were any snitches in the anti-communists, they would get the psychic people to kill them before the police appears. Why the fuck the psychic people were killing the communists? They never explained that.
Who gives a shit? I mean, that's the same thing. Why exactly would they fucking at the end fucking interrogate the fucking chief? Like, why? What possible purpose? It's not like you give a shit. You just want him dead and then fucking escape to your tropical island. You have no reason to interrogate him. Just kill him.
Yeah.
So
Everyone is dead.
They wanted to know what he
Oh,
knew.
God.
But fucking that's irrelevant to them.
I see your point. I mean, the show is a talking contradiction of itself.
No, really?
Because as soon as he even mentioned the H-file, dun dun dun, the guy goes, "Yeah, they need to die today."
Yeah.
Like, no questions asked.
That was probably like...
And then later they go, "What does he know? Give him the super truth serum." And before it even starts working, he goes, "All right, bitches, I'll tell you everything I know."
Yep.
And he goes off this like
cracks so
crazy. Yeah. The nobody Red May terrorist Ichihara like succumbs to essentially getting his dick cut off, gangrene in his arm, but as soon as they mention the psychics, he's like, "All right, I'll tell you everything." At least it took like what seemed like a week or a month to interrogate this dude to finally make him crack. The head chief of the social security force, the special security force.
Oh, the chief of the social
just
security
goes on,
force.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He just goes, "All right, I'll tell you everything I know."
Oh, yeah. No, it's also, that is also fucking
Immediately.
absolutely stupid. It's just like, we have a truth serum. Literally doesn't work. Yeah, but we have the super truth serum. Yeah, of course. We have ways of making you talk. I won't be affected by a truth serum. Maybe not the regular one. But how about our special one?
How about I just tell you everything before it like even goes into my body?
It would have been funnier if they would have been like, "Okay, we're going to give you the truth serum, and now we're going to rough you up a little bit." He's like, "No, please, I'll talk."
Oh yeah.
He just immediately like, "No, don't hurt me, I'll talk."
Damn, that's some weird truth serum. Yeah. The Lucifer scenes were by far my favorite because whenever she was on screen, it was always, well, at first we're introduced and she's like having sex with a computer or some shit, and that's her power.
Does.
As one does. I mean, I do it daily. I call her Sony.
Of course you do.
And then she has the telekinesis powers, and she can integrate. I'm not sure what telekinetic power that is exactly, but hey, it exists. That's what she has.
She has all the power.
She has all the power, and there's two scenes, where she gets a hold of, I don't remember his name. He glasses dude that works for this special security force.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
He's there in a dark room all by himself. Everyone's coming after to kill him. Psychics and the police force itself.
The Japanese
SWAT. The Japanese SWAT, but only one dude has that name, and I'll come back to him in a second. I'll come back to J SWAT.
Are you French?
So Lucifer
Why
shows up.
on that scene. That is the chief of J SWAT. He came from France to help us. Are you French? Do you speak Japanese? Oui, oui.
Wee.
Oh my god.
They just made him American in the dub, I think.
Everyone's American in the dub.
Yeah.
He
Anyways,
was French in the Japanese one and said oui, oui.
All right, we might as well talk about J SWAT here.
God.
So blonde French American J SWAT pops up, and this is at the end of episode 2, I think, where they're raiding the Red May office, and J SWAT comes up, big blonde burly dude, and I'm calling him J SWAT because all of these people are supposed to represent the Japanese SWAT team, right? But he's the only one with the name tag, so he's J SWAT. He gets into this fireproof Fire Force robot suit. He's like, oh, it can handle up to 3,000 degrees centigrade.
That's not him. That's another guy.
It wasn't him?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought that they were very clear.
He dies in
he
the
was
raid.
the guy that went
he
to the
dies
suit.
in the raid to the special anti-terrorist unit thing.
You know what, Hickey? I'm going to keep remembering it the way I thought it was because it's more funny that way.
All right, cool.
Okay, so J SWAT gets roasted inside this by a little girl who has pyrokinesis and also is a double personality, but we only see once.
She also died.
She also died. Well, everyone dies.
Yeah.
Oh,
She was Furozda by Lucifer.
Stop this! Shoots out fire. And Lucifer's just like, no, you.
Yeah, didn't
Yes,
even
that's
touch
exactly
the
what
little
happened.
kid. Just literally no you, and just the power of the no you knocks her down.
So the way I saw it was, I could have sworn J SWAT was the one in the suit. He joked about it. He gets burned alive.
No, that's the other guy.
He's a
J-SWAT is there
roasted
for
marshmallow inside this thing. And then it cuts later to when the government guy is like, hey, they know the H-file. Go kill him. The whole SWAT team goes, and I was like, there's J SWAT again. I thought he died.
No,
and I was not questioning the logic behind it. I was like, I guess Angel Cop brought him back to life.
Nah. J SWAT died in the raid, obviously.
They forgot he died. I was like, I guess enough time has passed between the OVA episodes, and they forgot they killed this guy.
J SWAT doesn't know how booby trap works. It's like, don't go, there's a trap wire there. J SWAT guy runs like a little bot. Steps in the wire.
Traps
in the fucking claymore. Get exploded. It's like, do you guys are not trained into like guerrilla fighting? I was like, of course not. What the fuck you mean? Oh, that show is great.
All right, so back to Lucifer. She has the one scene where she kills advertisement girl. First rips her clothes off, shows her titties.
Yeah,
and
this is important.
Yeah, very important because she kind of gropes her a little bit, holds her by the head, integrates with her mind. She's like, "Oh, you're in love with that dude."
I love that. Well, I'm gonna rape your mind.
That becomes her catchphrase. I'm going to rape your mind. And in the second scene where she does the whole mind raping,
that is actually a hentai tag, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, she says a great line like, "All you have to do is relax while I fuck your mind."
Yep.
It's like, the dialogue in the show, it's just so absurd. It's more absurd than Bebop High School at least made sense with their absurd dialogue, because it was like, what are you gonna do, man? Pull steel?
Yeah.
Fuck
you,
like,
man.
Nah, fuck that. Well, and it was just fuck that. Well, you know what people love? People love profanity. It doesn't matter if it makes sense.
Exactly. People love profanity. We're just gonna throw it in, pick words out of a hat, and just just say it. And everyone has the voice of a smoker.
At least eventually they do, yeah.
From Boston.
Oh, my God, Boston. I'm from Boston. Yeah, no, it's... Why would they do... Apparently, according to Americans, the closest accent to Japanese is Boston accent, I guess. So, yeah, there's that, I guess. No, fucking... Lucifer is so... it's the same thing. When she comes to fucking raid, kill them at the end... Like, Angelo and the guys at the fucking laboratory, when she comes to kill them, it's just like what the fucking scientist sends right now to combat her. He's just so sure that he's gonna win because he is in a body armor that can withstand fucking power up until fucking starts listing that shit out. There's no way he can lose. Then we see her true power. Then we see her true power. It's like she can commit more power than what he can withstand. Oh my god! It's like, yeah, saw that coming from a mile away.
Well, I especially got a kick out of Dr. What was his name? Ichihara?
Sure.
Does it matter?
No.
Yeah, I think.
Yes,
Yeah, it's Dr. Ichihara.
Who's the terrorist then?
I thought he was also Ichihara.
Ikihara?
No,
Who gives a shit?
He's Tachi. Fuck, who cares?
Tachihara? Japanese.
Definitely,
Tachihara. Yeah, Ichihara, Tachibana, and Tachihara. I think that was it. Yeah, let's not make this easy at all. So you have Ichihara in his little computer lab, and he starts uttering just the most nonsensical scientific terms you could possibly imagine. He goes something along the lines of, and I'm just kind of gonna spitball here. He does say, she admits 30,000 atmospheric barometric pressure. Well, his suit can only withstand 20,000 atmospheric barometric pressure. And he has to say it out the whole thing every time. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to just turn it up. The danger levels of this are going to be astronomical. I don't think his mind can handle it. Well, what's the worst that can happen? He'll go to sleep for at least an hour.
Yeah. I mean, that's some stupid shit. Yeah, the other thing, something that bothered me was the fact that, and this is a problem with the voice actors again. They don't know, or some of them, the fucking oh my god, I forget their names. It doesn't matter. The guys that get killed on the fucking freeway.
Sure.
Lucifer.
Red May.
No, not the Red May.
Oh, no.
The two other from the special.
Advertisement.
Who gives a shit? Yeah, sure, definitely.
Hawker is
muscle-bound dude and girl with glasses.
Hawker is the muscle guy. Peace is the girl with the little twin braids.
Oh yeah, Peace and Hacker. That's right.
You know what I hate? I hated the fact that the voice actors in the American dub doesn't know what kilometers is.
KMs.
Yeah. Where are you? Oh, we're 75. We're 775 kms away. The fuck is? That's not. Oh my god! They don't know what kilometers are. They don't know what a fucking kilometer is. Oh.
I'm gonna go with this was 1989, and this was just after America got pissed off I think in the 60s they were trying to convert the country to the metric system. So there was clearly some animosity still with that. Clearly.
I hate that so much. It's like,
man,
why did they just change it into miles?
I have to watch it again.
Fucking
the dub this
they could
time.
say whatever number they wanted.
Yeah, but no, KM.
KM.
I'm sure they fucking saw that and they were like, the fuck's a KM?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Some sort of fucking futuristic, like, made-up Japanese word, probably.
Yeah. So there was a lot of advertisements in the show, too. Goodyear, Marlboro cigarettes got a lot of screen time. Yabisi malt beverage.
You know what I love, though?
Esso gas stations kind of blew up a lot.
Yeah. No, you know what I love about that?
Esso tanker trucks.
Because of the time this come out, you know that probably none of these were actually licensed.
Probably not, yeah.
So it's just like, they were just like, fuck it. What are they gonna do, sue us?
What is, what is, how are we gonna, I can see the team meeting now. Alright, we got this female character, we're calling her Peace. What are we gonna dress her up as? What's she gonna wear? Got it. Alright, Jim, what do you got? Well, I had a crazy idea, guys, hear me out. She's gonna wear glasses, a ponytail, and she's gonna dress like a Formula One driver.
Twin braids.
No, that's
that's
right.
Braids. Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Yes.
Twin braids under the hat.
She's the Peace one. She looks like a hippie.
She is a hippie, but she wears a Marlboro jacket with a Goodyear hat.
She's a hippie that goes around with what she uses, an Uzi or MP5 SD. with the integrated silencer. It's something like that. It's like
she could use a Super Soaker 50 for all I care.
Automatic weaponry.
She's a hippie with a submachine gun.
Yeah, she dies a pretty gruesome death.
Yeah,
everyone does.
She got mind raped. Whatever.
She got mind fucked. Oh no, she did get her mind was indeed raped.
Yes.
Poor Glasses
Angel
guy.
was gonna get mind fucked.
Poor Glasses guy who just wanted to talk to the little girl and got minded rape as well.
Yep. Oh,
the show makes no sense.
Yeah. The more I think about, that's just me. I'm not trying to sit there thinking of like Lucifer's powers. I'm just like, what is her power exactly? She can like use like force fields. She can stop things. She can control electricity. She controls objects. She can rape people's minds. She can steal people's power. She can survive literally almost anything. She is literally almost immortal.
Not their power.
No, she specifically told Raiden that she was going to steal his power.
She can steal memories and abilities.
Yeah. But like the same thing. It's like
making
people mind raper was the best skill.
Yeah, no. Even she mind rape people, and the mind rape when she steals the abilities and memories of the person fucking explodes. That's why she gets like
from the chesticles down.
Yeah. Yep. The vice chief, when she mind rape him, she can then imitate his voice in the phone. Something like that.
Yeah, she becomes Terminator while Raiden became RoboCop. So it was Terminator against RoboCop.
And she is essentially immortal because doesn't matter what you do. She fucking survives anything. If it wasn't for the fucking anti-psychic coding bullshit, she would never have died. That's only assuming that she died because we never saw her after. It's just like they blew up. Job complete. The end. Let's get out of here.
Oh, not the back of the head.
My left arm is broken. I don't know what to do. Use your right hand. Good idea.
I do have another arm. Oh my god. See, Raiden, this is why I keep you around.
Yeah, sure. I love the fact that she's not at all affected by shooting with her right arm, despite the fact that that's supposedly her weaker arm.
Yeah, no, come on.
But I'm just picturing fucking the dude who fucking enhanced her muscles. He had no idea she was left-handed, so he put it in the wrong arm.
That would be funny.
It's like, if he would have been alive, there's like, oh, I guess I should switch it to right arm. And he would have been like, she is left-handed? Damn.
Would have been a funny line. So everyone dies except Angel, and possibly the police chief lives?
Possibly.
We don't know. Down in a chair.
Because this is the 80s.
He was bleeding out,
and not having an actual ending for shit is very, very cool. Because the 80s.
Dude, all you need to know is that cool guys don't look at explosions, and he definitely did not look at explosions.
So did he have like a laser gun to shoot down the helicopter at the end?
No, it's the tape.
Yeah.
The fucking tape they took. He was smart enough to also make it a bomb.
Oh, so what did he, like, slip that into the helicopter?
They realized it was a tape, and they took it with them. So, like, they are in the helicopter, like, we are finally going to make Japan, USS Japan, the biggest aircraft carrier that existed.
Yeah,
and he's like,
they were gloating. They were gloating about nonsense. Yeah.
They don't explain it, but you see, like, when they remove the tape thing, you see, like, the red light go off. Which, could obviously just indicate that
I thought someone had shot down the helicopter. Because I did look away in the moment. I'm like, oh, I guess the police chief had like a laser or something.
I don't know how it is in the English dub, but in Japanese, the main bad guy says, now, throw this thing off. Talking about the tape.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And when the other guy, puts his hand on the thing, it just emits a light and explodes the helicopter.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, so the OVA signs off on episode 6 with basically saying everyone died.
See you later, Space Cowboy.
See you later, Space Cowboy. democracy prevails. It was all because of
Oh
terrorism.
my god, I fucking hate that ending. Justice has been served once again.
That is-
What
that is-
fucking justice?
Everyone dies
something to
except
say.
Angel.
That is not in the Japanese.
Of course it isn't.
Because that was weird because I was watching in Japanese and basically it ends when you see like the chief escape, Tachibana escaped. You don't know if he's alive or not. And then you just see this like the sun rising and the music starts playing. But the
Oh, you missed out on some glory,
but the
glory,
subtitles-
cheese end.
but the subtitles kept going.
Oh, okay.
I was like-
so they subbed the.
And I was like, why?
There's something-
Why the subtitles are just like having me like giving me a lecture on how democracy is the best thing that could happen to a
Because that's what they
country.
do in the fucking English
Right,
dub.
but
It's
I didn't
literally just like
understand.
democracy, great, fucking
Communism
communism,
sucks.
bad. We won, justice, America. I mean Japan.
Yeah, and I was like, I thought it was a mistake.
Jamaica.
I thought it was a mistake and something was missing in the Japanese, but no. Now I understand why there was the subtitles there. They just added that because the Americans, they looked at the ending and said, well, that makes no fucking sense. So they just put an epilogue.
Epilogue, yes.
I mean, come on, it's
right.
an
Fucking
epilogue.
cool.
But like for me, the Japanese doesn't make any fucking sense. Makes sense because of the name, Angel Cop. Angel is the only cop fucking alive in the whole Japan at the ending of that shit. But then, you know, it just ends with a jazz music playing.
All right, guys.
So now it makes sense why the
I think
subtitles
I
were
think
there.
we've glorified Angel Cop enough. This perfect show.
With no problems whatsoever.
No problems, no flaws, no continuity errors, no contradictions of the story of any kind. I'm giving this a 4 out of 10.
Good, I'm also giving it a 4. I thought about giving it
For
a
these same
5.
reasons, right?
Dude, it is unnecessary. I've been saying that. Like, this show is unnecessary. I made the joke that if someone asked me if there was one anime I could just like disappear from the memory of everyone, or like just take away from the world, it will be Angel Cop, because nothing would change. That show is extremely unnecessary. It doesn't make any fucking sense. They just put every single thing 80s in one anime. You have cops, criminals, like licensed to kill, perms, robots, and
Psychics,
fucking
RoboCop,
psychic
vigilantes.
vigilantes. Yes, it doesn't make any fucking sense. There was no sex, which is kind of interesting for an 80s show like that.
It's pretty bad. Should have been more sex.
Yeah, if there was more sex in Drawing Steel, it would have gotten that 5 out of 10.
And yeah, I guess 4 is very good. Doesn't make any sense, this show. Still worth watching? Yes. Makes sense? No.
Tori.
Yeah. I disagree with Hickey. This show is absolutely not worth watching, and you would do yourself a great favor if you just stay the fuck away from this.
Yes, but if you want to, like, you know.
No. If you want to, go fucking, I don't know, do some drugs or something. Do something productive with your life.
Yeah.
Go
join the communist party.
Exactly. No,
Join the Red
this is literally, like, this is, especially because of the American dub, this is the sort of, like, fucking self-righteous, just pat on the back bullshit. Like, fucking, it's so frustrating to watch. And I hate the fact that somebody sat there, they're like, yes, this is peak anime. I do,
Views
like,
for Angel Cop. There is a 10 out of 10.
of course there
It
is.
is probably
But
it is probably bullshit. Come on.
JD, I would have really appreciated if you didn't interrupt me when I'm trying to give my score and my reasoning to say that there's a 10 out of 10 review. You can do it after I'm finished.
No. Angel Cop is an interesting classic anime that has wonderful music, has violence, and crime. It's a good anime, and it's right up there with 8-Man. We all know that one. And Dominion Tank Police.
8-Man. I know 8-Man. 8-Man is okay. Yeah, okay.
10 out of 10.
The music is fun. The music's fine.
Tori, you got a glorifying review just like that one?
The music's fine. Let's at least give
sigh
it
of
that.
a 10 out of 10.
To Angel Cop.
No, fuck the show. I give it a 3.
Good enough. You know what? A 3
Good
is good
enough.
enough.
I was thinking about giving it a 2, but that's my shit watch score, and it doesn't deserve it.
The music is fine.
I will finish this podcast off with one more line from Angel. Oh, as my phone goes off.
What a great line.
Unless you want a 45 caliber lobotomy real fucking back, you better tell your friend over there to put the fucking knife down.
Remember,
that
kids,
line.
if someone asks you to shoot them in the back of the head, shoot them in the back of the head, not in the back.
Yeah, listen to the rest of the
Hey,
sentence.
he said back.
This has been the Red Leaf Retrocast, episode 57, Angel Cop. 10 out of 10 show. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
See ya.
誰もの背中くたびれた気配同じようなコートを着た人の群れ鳥も飛ばない切り抜かれた空西日のビルのため息で枯葉が舞う見かけの自由で飾り立てられ目に映るのはついに乾き果てた